Yo, it's your boy. J to the T to the E, L to the L to the O. It's motherfucking J Tello, boys. What's up, gang? I know it's been a minute. It's been a day. I'm slacking. I usually pump out more videos. Hold on, chug a water. You know the deal. Brought to you by Poland Spring. We're not sponsored by them, but that'd be lit. Anyways, did you hear the bullshit about plastic and water and all this stuff going on? Listen, either drink from a filter or chug from water. We're all gonna go someday, right? Anywho, listen. This is going to be a video about consumables today, come in phase 2, and, there's actually 2 videos. There might be back-to-back videos you might see coming out from my channel right now, because there's a rune list video that Wowhead put on a news article I want to go over, since it is basically about my rune video that I did a couple days ago, and how they have a wish list of runes that they want to see. So, like, I want to compare it to, like, what I was looking at and was thinking about for Paladins, and maybe see what they're thinking about for Paladins, and all the classes overall. So we're going to go over, like, all the classes in that video, like, with their rune list wish list, okay? It's not even Christmas, and Santa Claus is here. And here we go, I'm stuttering again. Somebody help me, call the stutter police. Call the stutter police. I'm getting pissed off right now. Anywho, before I swing and throw this coffee mug half across the room, let's go over this. So, Phase 2 coming February 8th. We obviously know that with the new level cap. This means a new list of the best and most valuable consumables are available for level 40 characters. While it's entirely possible that new consumables and crafted items will be introduced in Phase 2, we don't know anything about those yet. So for now, here is a list of the best consumables we already know that in Phase 2 it already exists. Like, they're going based off of classic era stuff here, stuff that we've had in the past. We're going to go over this as well and talk about some new stuff that they might bring. It'd be great. But let's see. So keep in mind, it says professions will be capped at expert level, meaning skill of 225. Some of the listed items already are available since in Phase 1, but will still be valuable in Phase 2, like FAP. FAP's always valuable to the end of the game. And Elixir of Ogre Strength, there's no stronger strength of Elixir available at 225 skill level, which is a big deal, because now, like, people are going to still be, buying these Elixirs, and I would say stack up on them now, because if you're a strength-based character, they're pretty cheap. I think they're going... I've seen some of the prices where it was like a stack of 5 for like 50 to 75 silver. Sometimes they're even like 20 silver a pop. Whatever. Just get them if you're a strength-based character. They're really easy and they're really a must, especially when you're doing raids. Let's go over the food buffs first. So, Sagefish Delight. Obviously, this type of Sagefish is going to be amazing. If you're getting the greater Sagefish, you should be farming these, depending on where you go. I believe, especially near the Scarlet Monastery area up in Hillsbrad, that is a phenomenal area to get the greater Sagefish. So, people are going to be going after Sagefish a lot. And it's going to be one of the best things to go for in the game as far as, getting that mana per tick every second. Many casters, even melee slash casters like Paladins, might consider this food. Not even might, they will consider this food for a lot of reasons, based on, keeping your mana up. For healers, more mana. For casters, more damage. From paladins, more healing or damage, depending on what you do, right? But this is really good. Dragon Breath Chili, the OG classic, one of the best consumables in the game, alright? And you know what? I have an interest, oh, here we go, I'm stuttering again. Jesus, somebody get me. I'm about to start swinging. Breathe, Tello. Breathe. Woosah. I want to know, because I think I heard this on somebody's stream. I don't know whose stream I heard this on. It was one of the paladins that stream on Twitch. It could have been Espen, or it could have been, I think his name is Light something. I forgot his name. Or Peaceblade TV. I might have heard it on his channel before too. I'm not sure. These are great paladins, right, by the way. And there's other Twitch streamers, there's other paladins out there that I've seen, and YouTubers. It might have been a YouTube video, who knows. But what I'm trying to say is, I heard supposedly the proc chance from Dragon Breath Chili, and I think I've even tested this myself, and I've seen it happen in private server, or hardcore private WoW. And then I tried it in regular hardcore WoW that Classic pulled out, that anytime Dragon Breath Chili procs for the 5%, Vengeance procs as well for paladins, which is huge, because that's the big damage ability, right? The 5%, big. I mean, it goes higher than 5%, but it's a big, crit based ability, which is really good. You do more damage when Vengeance is proc, and if anything procs, like the Hydra Blade or Dragon Breath Chili, it will proc Vengeance as well. So I'm wondering if that's still the same thing here. Anywho, sorry for going off bit. I'm a paladin. I'm always thinking with a paladin brain. Let's keep going. Heavy Kodo Stew. Definitely going to be one of the best food around level 200 in the game, giving a big juicy 12 stamina and spirit for 15 minutes. A lot of people are going to be farming Kodo stews. You already know this is going to get crazy inflated with price. And by the way, a lot of things are going to get inflated with price. Like if you're farming small flame sacks, you can get those in like the wetlands everywhere, even in I believe you can get them in Hillsbrad Foothills, I believe. Some places in Hillsbrad. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm thinking about this incorrectly. I know you can get them in Stranglethorn. Anywhere where there's kelps, okay, where there's dragons and little birds. All right, you can get the small flame sacks. But any of these materials are going to be really costly on the market. Spider sausage, another big thing that's gonna be huge. 12 stamina. Giant eggs, another thing that's gonna be farmed. Tender wolf meat. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be farming that up. That's going to be on the market a lot. But your best food, which honestly, even though it's 225, I thought this was going to be more than 12 stamina. That's what I was about to say. Best food. I thought it was about 15 or something. No, spice chili crab, 12 stamina and spirit. So to be honest, you can go for any one of these foods. Is what I'm trying to say. But all these foods are going to be really expensive. Come like the first beginning weeks of like phase two, like the gold, like you already know what it's like, right? I mean, we've seen green pieces go for fucking, 400 gold, some bullshit ass inflated price that's not right, and nobody out of their minds buying that unless you're swiping it up, which if you're swiping it up, I would love some gold by the way. Anyways, besides that, um, let's go into consumables. So with the consumables, there's going to be a lot of new things that we're going to be seeing, but a lot of the same stuff as well. Having like the elixir of greater defense is really nice, especially for tanking. Elixir of frost power. I think frost might make an impact on phase two, especially with having those gloves from the holiday. What was it? The gloves? I forgot what it was, but it was something from the the holiday event during when the Grinches were out, where there's like a frost thing that you can get. It's like a recipe. It's a frost based recipe, and I might be going for a piece of clothing, but I think what I'm trying to say overall is that frost damage is going to be going up. And I think Frost Spec might come back, and this is a big good thing for mages, obviously, because Frost was already one of like the king specs in classic WoW, Vanilla WoW. Frost is pretty damn good, so it would be nice to see the love and support that they do for frost-based mages that want to go back to frost instead of just doing arcane and fire. I love fire personally. I think fire is one of the coolest ones, but frost is dope, and they're going to be giving more love and support to that, and maybe even more gear. Firepower still going to be a big deal. Elixir firepower, nothing changes there. Same thing with elixir of agility. That's going to be massive. Instead of having the lesser agility ones that we have right now, it's not the same thing technically from the firepower one. It's going to be 15 instead of I believe 8 that we get right now. So that's going to be a massive jump. 8 strength from ogre remains the same. Elixir of fortitude, where the same. That's pretty much a lot of the same shit. Regenerate 12 health every 5 seconds with Mighty Troll Blood Potion. That's pretty solid. We're going to get access to the bigger potions, which is nice, like Superior Health Potions, Greater Mana Potions. These are really good things to have. Wild Vine Potion restores 1 to 1500 health, 1 to 1500 mana. That's going to be nuts. That sounds like a nice one, too. Fire Prop Potions. This is really nice, especially if Nomer has any, I'm not sure what they're going to change to Nomer. I mean, we went over that in the Nomer video, whether they're going to make, different types of elemental damage. So fire prop potions are huge. Nature protection potions, from what we know about Nomer already, is kind of a must. Greater rage potions, even better for warriors to do more damage than they're already doing. They're already the best class in the game. So, I mean, just check the charts. They're crazy when it comes to their damage right now, at least in PvE, right? But restoration potions, that's great. Not always needed. FAP, the typical one. We have a Stone Shield Potion, increase armor by 1,000. It's pretty solid. What else? Invisibility potions. We got resistance, which is really nice. Magic resistance, and this is a type of potion that's going to be honestly kind of huge, especially like if you're rerunning certain runs of BFD or doing Nomer. This is a pretty solid one. And then Oil of Immolation deals 50 fire damage to any enemies within 5 yard radius around the caster every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. That's pretty dope. Anywho, so we're going down to further consumables, and these are about the last of the consumables. I won't mention all of these because these are basically just an increase of what a lot of the other stats are already there. So seeing like obviously like everything that you have already, whether it's enhanced bracers of strength, stamina, agility, we're getting basically enhanced versions of those, and I think that's really good. I think honestly, the most important ones to look at is the weapon. Uh, Enchant a weapon to grant up to 7 additional frost damage when casting frost spells. Winter's Might. And this is once again when I was saying earlier about mages. Mages are going to be getting a lot of love, so maybe they may consider this. This is another one. Enhanced weapon striking. Melee to do 3 additional points of damage. I think we already, or I think I already have the 3 extra weapon damage already. So I'm not too sure if this is really much of a change from here. And then impact. This is the big one. Enchant two-handed melee weapon to do 5 additional points. So I think the 3, because I have 3 right now in my Hydra. If you have 2 more, obviously that's 5. That's hey, that's 5 points more damage. That's 2 more points. We'll take it. I think that's pretty solid. But besides that, solid sharpening stones will have access to the weight stones. Hunters will have access to 5 more increased damage for the scope to a bow or gun, which is really nice. We'll have thick armor kits at level 40. We'll have frost oils. When applied to a melee, gives a 10% chance of casting a frostbolt at the opponent when it hits. This is really nice as well. This is actually really cool. And, once again, Paladin Brain, but I'm wondering, since it has a proc chance, if that is applied to like a melee weapon, and that procs, it will proc Vengeance most likely. And that's what I'm thinking in my head. So for any of my Paladins, if you want to talk about that down below, Paladins only. Let's talk about that down below. If you're not a Paladin, don't worry about it. Regardless of that, I'm assuming that would proc with a lot of other classes that have a proc-based ability. I'm thinking like Warlocks, like with Nightfall and stuff like that. I wouldn't see why a Warlock would even want that. That's more of like going towards, I would assume, more melee classes or maybe mage, but anywho. Shadow Oil. When applied to a melee weapon, it gives 50% of chance of casting Shadow Bolt 3 at the opponent with when it hits. Lasts 30 minutes. This is actually really nice. So this is more of a Warlock-based oil. I like that. I mean, honestly, they're both pretty solid. I kind of like it. They're both really good. But regardless of that, that is all the stuff that's coming for Phase 2 when it comes to consumables. Like they mentioned too, there is a chance that they might bring new consumables. Obviously new world buffs. Stuff that we're going to see completely new from Stranglethorn Vale with the PvP event there, and what the raid type of buff is going to bring to the whole table for everybody in the server, in classic, right? In classic sod in general, right? So I'm really intrigued. I'm really excited about this. What do you guys think about this list? Are you hoping that they add different style consumables that might shake up the classic meta of like running all the specific style consumables that we're so used to? Do you think there will be good ones or bad ones? Like, let's conversate below. Anywho, that's about it. That's all I have to talk about today. All right, guys? Much love. I appreciate you guys coming to the videos as always. I try to do the best as I can to commentate and cover the news for you. And, yeah, I don't know what else to fucking say anymore, guys. I'm a little lost. I love you guys. All right? Keep on keeping on, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace, amigos.